Hi, hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. If you've been here before, my name is Jillian and I love makeup. And I also have a hard time saying no to buying makeup. So that means that my collection grows and very seldom gets smaller. You will see me do empties every month. I get a lot of skincare, body care empties, but not always a lot of makeup empties. And every year I say I'm going to do a no buy and I will not buy any makeup. And every year I fail. And so then I'm just like, oh, it's a low buy. And I am better at sticking to low buys in that my overall consumption has really gone down, but I'm still buying makeup unnecessarily. I also have a very bad track record for doing projects, so we're obviously attempting a low buy for 2024 and starting a Project Pan because we love failing. No, just kidding. We don't love to fail, but we love to try and be better. So this is my attempt to work through my collection. And I will say that there are parts of my collection where I only have one of that I will have to replace, possibly. Things like primer, things like eyebrow stuff and mascara, that's probably it. Those are the only things I'm going to have to replace this year. I have very few bronzer contour products, so I might need to do that. Big emphasis on might. And I'll never, ever, 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 ever need to replace highlighters, eyeshadow palettes, or blushes ever in my entire life. For the rest of my remaining days, there's no reason for me to ever repurchase anything or add to. I will, but I shouldn't. I don't need to. But something will tempt me, and that's okay. Makeup makes me happy, but I still always want to do better about overconsumption. What's the word that I heard floating around on TikTok today? Hyperconsumption. The hyperconsumption must come to an end. So, again, low buy, replacing only what is truly needed or that I've thought about long enough. That's not impulse buy. We're talking no sporadically going to Ulta or making impulse buys online, because I am known to do that even though I hate shopping online. But that's the goal for that. And let me introduce you to my Project Pan. Project 10 Pan, meaning I've chose 10 products that I would like to focus on for this year, whatever that means. Like, I finish them, ideally. There's probably everything in this I could probably finish with the exception of maybe this eyeliner because it is rather new and I don't know if I've ever finished a gel liner in my entire life. So, spoiler, sneak peek to the gel eyeliner that is on my list. I'm gonna do a full face of my Project Pan because I have a full face for the most part. Maybe I'll jazz it up, but we're gonna do a full face of a Project Pan introduction. And then I would like to maybe throughout the year update you on the progress of the Project 10 Pan. So how's that for an intro? Buckle up, grab a drink, and let's get ready together. I'm also gonna grab a drink, so I'll be right back. All right. I was traveling and had the opportunity to stop at a Trader Joe's, which I make pilgrimages. I make pilgrimages out there, either to Houston or Austin when I have the time and the chance and the ability. So I've got a Trader Joe's sparkling lime water. I thought I got the blueberry lemon. I'm kind of sad now. It's okay. Are they better than La Croix? Probably not. Do I love them all the same? I do. So we're gonna tie the hair back. I'm gonna be completely honest and transparent with you. It is 7 o'clock in the evening. I've done 0 today. Absolutely nothing. I've been on my couch since I woke up. I did read for like 5 hours. That's not a joke. I read for like 5 hours. 4.5 maybe. But also scrolled on TikTok a lot and watched 2 episodes of a show. And I was just like, I really need to do something. And so I curled my hair, or I attempted to. This is like day 4 hair that I tried to run a quick curl into, lived in kind of curls. That made me feel better. And then I was like, I'm gonna film a video. So that's why we're here today. As much as I want, you know, of course I wanted to introduce my project to you, but I also just needed like to do something. So first up in the Project 10 pan is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer with niacinamide. So I don't foresee it being a hard time finishing up this primer. I will definitely have to buy a new primer, but you will not be shocked to hear that I have other primers that I can use. So while I do know that I will use up this primer, I also don't have to exclusively use it because I do have other primers, such as the No Pore Primer, which is a holy grail. I always have one of these. I think this is a fantastic primer. It never does me wrong. And then I thought about using this one as my focus product. It's almost gone, so I wanted to give it a little bit of life, but this is the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer. I bought this when I was traveling a few weeks ago because I forgot a primer. And that one's very affordable, so we've got one product down. For foundation, I actually have 2 focus products. I have this Revolution Fast Stick Foundation Stick, which I really, really like. There's that much left. If I used this exclusively, I could probably finish it in a month or so. And then I have the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Long Wear Foundation, which I think I already shook this up. So, I mean, I probably got like that much left, like maybe half. So between the 2, I just felt like these are probably my oldest foundations, and I wanted to really focus on those. And I've been wearing this almost every day, so I thought I would give the Fenty a go. So those 2, so 1, 2, 3. But I also forgot about this. This is the Lumi Glotion that Pepper ate, but it still works. But this is gonna be my glowy product. So that's item number 4. Just going a little bit like that. Just on the high points. Which I've compared all of the glowy products I have. So I currently have the e.l.f. Halo Glow, Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, and this one. And they are all very similar, but I would say that probably this one is the closest to the Charlotte Tilbury. e.l.f. Halo Glow is just different. I don't really know why, but they all do the same things. But if I were to repurchase one that wasn't Charlotte Tilbury, it would be the L'Oreal Glotion. I love it. Okay, now going in with the foundation. So yeah. I've just been thinking, as I want to do, thinking about makeup and how much I have. Like, I did my annual declutter, which I believe is posted. It's also been a minute since I've posted anything, because I'm trying to, like, build a stockpile. And in my head, I have it all planned out. Actually, I have it written down, of the stockpile that I am creating, all ready to go at the beginning of the year. And then I had a dermatitis outbreak on my eyeballs, on my eyelids, and that really threw a wrench in the program. So I have not even begun my stockpile. This is the second video I have filmed this year, and I have not even edited the first one. So that's probably what I'm gonna do after this, is just spend some time editing. And hopefully start building that stockpile. Because that's what I would do with Instagram, is I would just like spend a month taking pictures and doing makeup and documenting what I'm doing every day, and those would be my posts. And then I wouldn't ever fall behind because I would have, you know, 2 weeks ahead. I would just continue to take pictures of my makeup when I did it. So I always had something. And I don't think I'll ever be that organized with YouTube and videos, but I'd like to attempt. I'd like to try and get at least a week ahead. So if I need a little bit of a buffer, I have some time, because in my last video, I believe, not the one that I haven't edited, but I think one that you might have already seen or have the ability to watch, I talk about how I'm doing a hiatus from Instagram. Actually, I think that probably is in the video that I have not edited and posted yet. So, without being too repetitive, I will be taking a hiatus from Instagram and only doing makeup for fun. Like, I'm doing my makeup every day for work, but I'm not documenting it. I'm not trying to, like, create that stockpile. If it's a really good look, I do. But it's not like my focus. So yeah, it all explains it in the other video, I think, that you might be able to watch later if I ever edit it. I'm killing the game so far. I'm killing it. So we've talked about 4 products so far. So number 5 is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Contour Wand. I have the shade Fair. I really like this product. I've never tried the blush. Never tried the highlight. But I think this one is really good. The one critique I have for it is you gotta work fast. Like, sometimes I get ahead of myself and do both sides, and then that second side is just really hard to blend out. So, little goes a long way. This might even have been too much. It's really nice. This is the most liquidy contour that I've ever used. I really am very fond of the Fenty matchstick, but that is gone. I used it all. Yay for me. I used up a product. And I thought this would be something that would be fun to try and more affordable. And I do really like it, but I also feel like I might repurchase the Fenty matchstick when the time comes. For no other reason than I just like it better. So I also did squeeze too much out. And there's just no putting it back, you know, so I'm just gonna wipe it off. Make a mess. Yeah. Whoops. Alright. So those were all my cream products. So I'm gonna go in with a cream blush. I could have put one of these on, but I didn't, like, on the list, because I was trying to be realistic in what I will be able to finish, and the goal is to finish these things. So this is the e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade Turks and Caicos. I do like it. It's something I am trying to focus on as well, because it's one of my older cream blushes, and cream just does not last as long. So it is something that I do use often. I don't actually have a lot of cream blushes, so, you know, even if it doesn't necessarily match the color scheme I'm doing, I'm just using it as a layering product. So there's no reason I couldn't focus on it, and I will focus on it. It's just not an official Project 10 pan. I also do not have a liquid highlighter, but we have the Glotion underneath, and I think the base is looking very nice. So now we're gonna move into powder products. I feel like I'm missing a lot in terms of having a full face of makeup. But again, trying to be realistic in what I think I can finish. So not on the list, but this is the only powder, bronze, and contour that I have. So it's the only thing I can use. I wouldn't go so far as to say it is a focus product and that it is the only product that I can use for this. So I really like it. I think it does a really good job at being a bronzer and contour. I just kind of mix these two. These two. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Just to add a little bit more color and set the liquid. And then Mary Luminizer is number 6. And this is why it is the focus product, because it is the only highlighter that I have hit pan in. So that's why it's a focus product. And I do love it. Oh, I can't use that one. I've had it for years. It's a great highlighter. And I was like, I just want to finish it. I've only finished one highlighter in my whole life. And it was Becca's Opal. I know I've said this before. It is my favorite. And it was my highlighter that I wore on my wedding. And the only highlighter I finished. So I think it would be really cool for this to be the second. It holds no special or specific meaning. Just that I like it. I think it's a really good highlighter. And then blush, we have To the 10 from ColourPop. Also got a good pan in. You see a theme here. Products that I feel like I will be able to finish because I've already hit pan in them. Kind of doing myself a disservice for when I do finish them, because then what am I gonna do? To get pan in something else, right? But very nice blush. Very basic, nothing special. I think it wears fine, but I do like to layer it. This is a good everyday blush. It's neutral, so it's not too cool, but I do think it is on the cooler side, but it's also not warm. So good neutral blush. And yeah, I like it. Let's see, I did spill a little bit. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna set my face with the Makeup Forever HD Matte Velvet powder. Love this stuff. Would absolutely repurchase. I'm wondering if there's a dupe out there though. Like, what's the drugstore equivalent of this powder? But drugstore's so expensive these days that I still think it's probably better just to get the higher end stuff. I saw someone post a video about a Chanel Le Beige dupe. CoverGirl came out with a Chanel Le Beige dupe, and it was $27.99. It's basically what a foundation costs, and well, I guess it's like 52 bucks, but all the foundations that I buy range between, I want to say probably $40 and $50. But $27? Jeez. Prices be getting high. So number 8 on the list is this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade A Little Quirky. It is one of my favorite shades. I do have hit pan in it. I have hit pan in it, but I do also have to press it. I scraped it up all one time because it was getting a little dry. So giving it a little mixy mix really helped kind of bring it back to life. and now the pan is just getting bigger. Yay! So I do like that I do basically have a full face of makeup, and since these are my focus products, it's great because I don't have to like, it's a full face of makeup and I don't have to worry about it like matching anything. It's all very neutral, should go with everything. If I really wanted to, I could use another eyeshadow palette like just in front of me, because I just got back from out of town, are my Visart palettes, which are all matte, which I could use those and then top it off with a shimmer like this. So lots of uses. And I think one of the reasons why I've struggled with project pans in the past, I get bored. I feel like I've backed myself into a corner and I have to use these products. And if I don't, or if I don't focus on them enough, then what's the point? So I like that everything I have, I love, obviously, but I could amp up with other products while still using them. Like, it's not going to clash with anything. Add a little bit more. Does that make sense? Like, I can build off these products or add to these products to use other parts of my collection, bring other parts in that aren't the focus, while still making progress in these items. I know that there's no makeup rules and nobody's holding me to this but myself, but like that's how my brain works. I'm like, oh, I said I would finish these products, and then I get bored with them and then I never touch them again. And then what was the whole point to begin with? So I'm trying to be flexible and versatile in what I chose and how I can use them. So also not on the list were eyebrow products or mascaras, because I feel like if I am going to be changing anything out, it probably would be those, because mascaras usually only last about 3 months, and eyebrow products, like, I don't know, I don't have any hardcore faves because I just really started doing eyebrow products, which I was ruminating on the other day, reflecting on. I was like, why did I never do eyebrows before? Like, why was I kind of averse to doing them? It's because I had bangs. So I never felt like my eyebrows mattered because you couldn't see them. Genius. Number 10 on my list, number 9 on my list is the Maybelline Long Lasting Gel Liner. I love a gel liner. I haven't used a gel liner in a long time, and so I bought this close to the end of the year. I don't remember what I wanted to do, but I needed like a good liner for it, and I need to remember that I love gel liner because I will forget, and again, just want to use it. So we're gonna do just a little liner. Flick it out just a little bit. I will sometimes set the liner with a powder eyeshadow. I'm not going anywhere today. It's 7 o'clock at night. It'll be fine. Cute. And then mascara is not on this list, but I'm gonna use a mascara. Wipe this off so I can use it again tomorrow. And I'm gonna go in with my Rare Beauty volumizing mascara. What's it called? Is it called anything? I don't know. I love this mascara though. Okay. That took a lot of concentration. I'm just gonna run this gel through my brows real fast because again, we don't need to be so sleek and go in with pencil, but just to give it a little bit of something something. All right. And then the very last item on this, which I'm still unsure about, of like, should I have added this? Is this something that I really need? But I needed a lip product. So I chose the Urban Decay Back Talk, which is one of my favorite lipsticks. And actually, I did wear this on my wedding. It was the older version of it. They've repackaged it. The formula is the same, it's just a different package. But I wore this on my wedding day as well. And I just think it's a good everyday everyday makeup. This isn't everyday makeup. Like, if I did this every day, I would be fine. But it's boring. So I wouldn't want to post this every day. But this lipstick is just super cute and soft. Not too cool toned, not too warm toned, pretty neutral, but leans more cool. And yeah, that's those are my focus products. The ones that I really foresee myself finishing are all of them, hopefully, but sooner rather than later. I think this will take me about another month or so. If I really focus on it, I could finish this up in a month or so. I foresee this being empty before halfway through the year. I foresee finishing this before halfway through the year. I foresee finishing this by the end of the year. I definitely think I will finish this. This will probably be finished. So I love to finish that. The Fenty, I would love to finish that. I have a lot of foundations like on rotation right now. So those two finished and moved on, then I'll be left with two in the current, and then I did buy a backup of the Maybelline Skin Tint because I love it so much and I just don't think I could live without it. So I have a backup of that, but I have not opened it yet. I feel like once these two are gone, I can add that into the rotation, but I don't want to crack it open yet until I need to. So yeah, other things that I have in mind, like I said, as I'm building my stockpile, I'm gonna start doing 3 looks, 1 palette. And I want to just start filming those and have like a bank of those to put up, because I wrote down all of my palettes. I have a little notebook. I'm trying to multitask right now. Let me clean up a little bit. I have my notebook. Of ideas. Here is all of my palettes listed out. There's 35 of them. And I would like to do 3 looks, 1 palette with each. And I will mark them off every time I do 3. So I want to get started on that. Part of me wants to go in order that it isn't here, but I know I won't do that. I will go by whatever I feel like doing that day. And, you know, so those are 35 videos right there, if I can commit to it, which I will. This was my Project Tin Pan list right here. And then I'm thinking, as I finish them, I will cross them out and add something else to it. And then here's my list of things that I also want to do. So I've got new makeup, so when I have new makeup come in, I'll do looks with it. But hopefully not many of those. 3 looks. Get unready with me's. I don't do a lot of those, but I thought it could be fun to start doing more of that. Project Tin Pan intro and updates. I already filmed one of these, my book wrap up for 2023. And yeah, just some other ideas that I have that I'd like to start, you know, implementing and filming and doing. And I want to do more recreations. I did a recreation in my last video. I have a whole folder of recreations that I want to not necessarily work my way through, but like find inspiration by the people that I follow. And that's always fun to do. And even recreations of my own. I actually did some screenshots because I was looking for something, and that led me down a rabbit hole of my own looks. and I was like, oh, I really like that. I like that look a lot. I wonder if I could recreate it. And A, see how much better I could be or have gotten, and B, try to remember what products I used, and or C, use different products but create the same thing. So, I don't know. I have lots of hopes and dreams and goals for this year. Creativity is one of them, and I feel like YouTube is where I can be creative. Instagram is as well, but I just really enjoy filming videos. And if you've been with me since IG and my IGTV days, let me tell you what, that just brought me so much joy. I've been doing YouTube for over a year now, right? Like, it's definitely been over a year. I'm going on 2 years, I think in April or something like that. And I don't know, I want to level up my editing skills. I want to be more creative overall and try new things. And yeah, so 2024 is going to be a fun year. It's going to be a good year. Do you have goals? What are your goals for the year? What do you want to achieve, if anything? What are your makeup goals? Are you on a no buy or a low buy? Like, are you doing any project pans? Do you know of any like low-key, super chill project pans that I could maybe add to my Project 10 pan? I don't know. It's still January, so we're in this, you know, time of growth and renewal, and I want to hear it all, what you're planning on doing, how you're going to do it, and I can't wait to do it with you. So thanks for watching, thanks for joining. I hope you liked my focus products for 2024 as they are now. I will definitely be doing updates as the year goes with these 10 specific products and or the ones that replace them on a rolling manner. So stay tuned for those. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.